Hepatic portal system is a collection of various veins, two organs, and set of capillaries. Now, the exact function of the hepatic portal system is hepatic means it is related with the liver. Portal system, it means it is a collection of few veins, some arteries, and some capillaries along with two organs. Now, hepatic, it means liver will be definitely involved in it. Other than the liver, there is one more thing which is involved in this process, and that is the digestive system. So, what happens when we take in food? It undergoes the process of digestion, and then after assimilation, during that time, the blood vessels in the villi, they exchange the digested food end products, that is the glucose and amino acids, in along with the capillaries, and take up these glucose and amino acids from the tissue itself. And then after the blood, which is now deoxygenated, and it also contains the presence of this glucose and amino acids, it moves through the liver. And when I say through the liver, it means it is passing through the liver. When the vein is passing through the liver, this is hepatic portal vein, and while coming to the liver, it is containing glucose amino acids, and the function of the vein is to deposit all the glucose and amino acid in the liver, and just the deoxygenated blood is forwarded back to the heart. So this entire process is known as hepatic portal system. Now, there is one thing which is quite important to understand, that there are various components of this. The hepatic portal system, it includes a large vein. First thing, what does it include? A large vein, the hepatic portal vein. I'll just write hepatic portal vein. This is first thing. Second thing is hepatic portal vein. And with the help of these two veins, this vein receives a number of small veins from the different structures and regions of the digestive tract, and is associated with various functions, like it collects the glucose and amino acids, which is completely digested, and it is exchanged when the capillaries are exchanging the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. During that time, even glucose and amino acids are exchanged. And finally, these hepatic veins, when they are bringing the deoxygenated blood, they are bringing it to the liver. Once they are bringing it to the liver, they are depositing all the extra glucose amino acids which are not allowed to be present in the blood to the liver. And then after the deoxygenated blood is moving back to the inferior vena cava through the hepatic vein. So the third important vein which is there for us is hepatic vein. Let us recapitulate. First vein is the large vein. That large vein is important because it is carrying the digested, or yes, it is carrying the already digested food products, which is collected in the digestive system, or which is collected in the villi while the exchange is taking place. And that collection is done with the help of a vein, because it is a already the oxygenated blood is exchanged for deoxygenated blood, and now the blood is deoxygenated, which is to be carried out, or which is to be collected by the vein. So it is the first thing which comes or plays the role of portal system is the large vein, the vein which is collecting all the digested or digested deoxygenated blood, digested food containing deoxygenated blood. When I say digested food, it means digested end products of the food. Okay. And finally, it is collecting it and sending it to the liver, where the hepatic portal vein is there. Why hepatic portal? Because it is passing from the mesenteries to the liver. That's why it's a portal vein. And hepatic because liver is involved. And finally, once the exchange has taken place, then through the hepatic vein, the same deoxygenated blood is moving to the inferior vena cava. So this is the entire three important veins which plays very vital role in the process. Now next important thing is how the entire process is taking place. See, at first the arterial blood is bringing or is getting into the stomach and intestine. So exchange will take place from with the nutrients and absorbed. What will happen? The nutrients will get absorbed along with the deoxygenated blood, and this deoxygenated blood along with the nutrients will move to the hepatic portal or will form the hepatic portal vein, because it is going to transfer the same nutrients to the liver. Then liver, the function over here, what is taking place, that is nutrients and toxins, they leave the capillaries of this hepatic portal vein, and finally only the deoxygenated blood is moving back to the inferior vena cava through the hepatic vein. Now, just the same thing with a little elaboration. There are few steps which are written. First step is products of the digestion are absorbed into the capillaries within the villi of the small intestine. If you remember assimilation, this is what happens. And which blood is absorbing these food particles? It is the deoxygenated blood. Now, this deoxygenated blood through the hepatic portal vein moves to the liver. Now, the digested food molecules then travel through the hepatic portal veins to the liver. In the liver, the the liver monitors the blood content. It means it removes all the glucose and amino acids from the liver. And finally, the hepatic vein transfers the blood back to the vena cava, inferior vena cava. This is how the process of hepatic portal system, or what how does the hepatic portal system work. This is how the hepatic portal system work. Now when here toxins are written, it means it is the ammonia. Most of the time when the blood is collecting glucose, it also collects some amount of amino acids, and not only amino acids, some ammonia is also collected, and ammonia is very harmful for our body, so it gets converted into urea and is transferred to the kidneys. So that in that way also, this is very important, the hepatic portal vein. The main purpose of hepatic portal vein is to collect the digested end products of food which provides us energy, like the glucose and amino acids.